welcome back. This is episode 2 of the podcast about nothing revamped. Vampery.
Test shoot 2.
Test shoot, don't say. That's 12. 2. Okay. Today, we have a little bit more of extra shit going on in life. What's subject number 1, James?
Oh,
It's you?
no, I was laughing at what the thing is.
Bear in mind, people, this was all him this time. I was stuck trying to fix something. But go ahead.
Black China and Rob Kardashian.
Okay, my issue with...
First off,
okay.
Thanks, Rob. Here's to you, buddy. Save that to the spank bank. Secondly, apparently, you know what's going on, right?
Yeah.
We all know what's going on. So, apparently, Kim came out and said that Black China had signed an NDA. It's a non-disclosure agreement, in case nobody knows that. It's famous people stuff, you know.
Hey, we sign those all the time.
Yeah.
Sorry about J-Lo.
So, Black China basically isn't allowed to say anything without, say anything to defame Rob, according to this agreement.
Rob Kardashian's a genius.
So, well, I don't know. I imagine it wasn't Rob. It was probably Christian or like somebody on their publicity teams or whatever. I mean, come on, you know, the heir to the Kardashian throne fucking marries a stripper. You're gonna have her sign some paperwork. You know what I'm saying? He didn't. I don't think he had a prenup though.
My issue with that is
They're not married though.
how he's airing out naked pictures. It's like, nigga.
Yeah, that's against the law.
But like,
and like they know it was him because.
But like, it's more like, nigga, we already seen it. She's a stripper. You're not going to defame a stripper by showing her naked. That's what she did as a profession.
You can't get her in trouble for doing stripper shit.
She sucked dick. Well, I mean, but there's an issue is that Rob Kardashian has low depression. He's very depressed. He has.
You can't handle being chubby.
It's not for everybody. Yeah, it's a difficult task. But he's gonna knock up a woman that is his little sister's boyfriend's ex-girl, and she has another man tattooed on her. Future.
Did you see the video she sent him though?
No.
Of the other dude wearing Rob's robe, and then they were like making out and shit. She was like laying on him, bro. Savage.
That was disrespectful.
And he's still like Rob. First off, Rob's a bitch because like any girl does that shit to me, like just cleans the house out, takes my kids, and disappears. Fuck her. Like I'm dropping her like a bad habit, but he kept going back like a bitch and like fucking her and shit. Like it's one thing when like you don't really have anything to lose other than some pussy, and you keep going back, but like. This is a big mistake on his part. If this was ESPN, you'd be like, that was a bad call, but
You've got the L of the week.
Yeah, for real. That's for you.
That's
for you, Rob. You fucked up, bro.
Oh my god.
All right. Mayweather versus McGregor. Who do you think's gonna win off the rip?
I'm about to say Mayweather.
Okay, I was on Facebook defending Mayweather earlier today, but as far as I'm concerned, they're both assholes, and if it was possible, I'd like to see them both knock each other out, like at the same time. Like,
but if you had to choose one, though, who would you think?
I think McGregor has. I'm gonna be realistic.
Okay.
Floyd's rusty. He hasn't boxed in a while. McGregor is fresh off the circuit, bro. He's still spry. You know what I'm saying? Although, if you see the video of him, there was a video of him that this like Brazilian fighter or some shit released of them sparring, and he was. Like McGregor was getting his shit pushed in, like for real. So, like I'm gonna have to say, off the rip, I would say McGregor's probably gonna win, but I'm willing to bet that McGregor's no dumbass, and if they offered him a deal to throw the fight for he'd do it because he's lost fights before, so it's nothing to him as long as he gets that big check. Like, look how much attention he's getting right now.
No, yeah, nobody knew who called him.
It's not like he's a good fighter, but it's not like he's the best fighter in the UFC to ever grace the UFC. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's no Chuck Liddell or.
He's just got a big mouth.
Right. Okay.
So we'll see, but Mayweather's a fucking asshole too. So
I think Mayweather's going to win for the simple fact that he is rusty in boxing.
He's a defensive fighter though.
But he is rusty in boxing, but not to the women. He still punches them around from time to time. So
but I mean, it's still like experience over no experience. So even if Mayweather's rusty, McGregor does not have, 10 plus years of boxing experience.
No, you're right.
0-50 or whatever he is.
48 or 47, And
not that all of those fights are probably legitimate. Because
No.
after you get a roll on, if they see
on.
you're going to make big bucks, they start picking wins. If you know what I'm saying.
I mean, hashtag fake news. We don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean, we're not CNN or anything, so we don't got all the facts. But email geek, Trump Jr. He ratted himself out.
No, he wants transparency of him not being involved.
Dry snitched on himself, bro. This is like if you're at the park and you just got done smoking weed, but you don't have any weed on you, and the cops press you, and then you just like, I just got done smoking weed.
Officer,
This is my address. Take me in.
I swear the weed's already in my system. Take it from me.
You can't just dry snitch on yourself.
Okay, but he was trying. He was trying to get ahead of it.
It's okay because I thought she was gonna give me incriminating evidence on Hillary, but she didn't, so it's fine. She just wanted me to adopt some Russian kids, so it doesn't count. I didn't technically collude. I wanted to, but they fucked it up. So I charged me for something I didn't do.
I was there, but I wasn't there. But now that I realize you're close to realizing I was there, I'm going to just air it all out.
He only aired it out because the newspaper was going to air him out.
Rob Goldstein?
He's Jewish, probably.
He checked in.
The Russian guy. Yeah, the dude that made the whole meeting. He's like a publisher or a producer or some shit for some Russian pop star. And he set the whole meeting up, and he checked in at the Trump Hotel when it was happening to meet Trump Jr. and said preparing for meeting.
That's
bro. They just straight. There can't be a conspiracy at this point because if there was, it requires conspiring
and no facts.
Well, no, but you actually have to in order for it to be conspiracy, there has to be hidden agendas and shit. These motherfuckers don't no.
They air it out.
Yeah, bro. They just.
They're gonna let you know.
Yeah. Anyways, okay, so. Joe Budden versus Migos versus Complex versus DJ Academics. Do you know anything about this situation?
I know about the Migos and Joe Budden.
This is old news. Everybody knows about this.
The what, and
okay, so let me break it down. Academics was with, I don't know who the chick's name is, sorry.
Yeah.
Whatever. And then Joe Budden, and then all three of the Migos. I couldn't tell you all their names separately.
Quavo, Offset, Jumping Jacks.
Is it Jump Off or something?
Jump Off.
Is it Jump Off?
Take Off.
Take Off?
Slow down. One of those.
Whatever, the third one. The whole thing was that Academics was trying to ask him a question, and then he couldn't hear what Slow Lane said.
Mumble rapping. Okay.
Yeah. So he was like, what? And then Joe Budden got frustrated and was like, wrap this shit up. And then he got up and dropped his mic and walked off, and the Migos pressed him. They all stood up and fluffed out their 105-pound chests.
And their feathers.
Yeah, exactly. The peacock thing.
Okay.
And then, nothing really happened. Somebody came up and, was, pressing Joe and shit.
Okay.
And then it cuts away. That's all I saw. So, apparently, Joe Budden went on his podcast, which Joe Budden has a podcast.
I forget what it's called.
They're 100 and something episodes in, too.
I know. Don't worry.
I've watched a few. It's not bad.
We'll get there. Get there. Baby steps. so cute.
Salute to you, Joe Budden. Keep it real. So, okay. Well, this story is going to make Joe Budden look fake, but that's for you to decide. I'm not saying he's fake. This is just what happened.
I'm just hearing it now because I live under a rock. I sell cars for a living.
After all that shit went down, Academics came out and was like, yo, that's not all that happened. He's like, there was more to it, and then that was kind of it. And then Joe Budden went on his podcast and was like, Academics is the biggest pussy I've ever seen. And he was like, if you're going to be a pussy, just stay to the side. Be a pussy.
He says, if you're going to be a man, be a man.
Exactly. So, and he says that he was basically saying that he was just he got mad at the whole situation. And he said he could beat up Migos or some shit like that. So Academics then released a video saying that Complex, who were the ones that were hosting the event or hired Academics or some shit like that, I don't really know. Complex and Joe Budden corroborated to delete some video that showed like Joe Budden getting pressed, and he was just like, "Yeah, I'll do whatever you say," like type shit.
What?
Yeah, and then so yeah, that's what's going on with that.
Holy fuck!
And academics basically said that like he's not a bitch, but that he's a bitch is what he's kind of saying.
She was pulling the
He was like,
Trump
"I'm not a street dude, so I don't know if that's getting pressed," but like it looked like Joe got pressed.
So basically, what you're telling me is he pulled the Trump Jr. and aired out the dirty laundry on him.
Exactly. I feel like nothing's gonna come of this. I was hoping that maybe we'd get like some Migos, Joe
For
Budden
what?
diss tracks.
So we can dance to it?
I think it would be fun.
I think it would be
It
fun.
would be fun to see Joe Budden lyrically dismantle a boy band.
A group
They're a
of
boy,
men.
let's be honest, they're a boy band.
No, what are you talking about? Offset, Jumpin' Jacks, and Quavo.
The only one I know is Quavo.
And Jumpin' Jack and Offset.
I honestly couldn't. You couldn't show me a picture of the Migos, and I wouldn't be able to be like, that's Quavo. Like
I wouldn't be
I
able
just know that's his name.
Honestly, I thought they were one person until I looked like I was.
I thought it was one person too from the Drake track. I thought
featuring Migos. I'm like,
They all sound the same. But I guess the three Migos, is that what they? Is there more than three Migos? Is it like D12?
When there's 6 of them, but then there's 12 of them because all 6 of them have a personality disorder.
Did you know there was originally supposed to be 12 members?
Yes.
And then like some shit happened and it just
They all died in a free chicken wing accident.
I almost believe you for a second. Alright.
Free chicken wing accident.
Trump met with Putin and quoted George Bush as saying that he looked into Putin's soul and felt good. I don't know.
What does that even mean?
That's what happened. It was some super Christian guy. I didn't really pay attention to the interview, to be honest. I hate politics. I only talk about it because you people make us.
But what does that even? I looked into his soul. It felt good.
That's what George Bush said when he met with Putin.
What does that mean?
It's George Bush. He paints pictures of poodles and shit now. Who the fuck cares?
I don't know.
Bush did 9/11 though. Don't forget that.
No.
Everybody thinks he's cute now and shit because he's a doddering old man, but.
No, my favorite part was when Trump was being inaugurated and there was a picture of Bush having an issue trying to put his poncho on. I'm like, it's really good to see Bush and still Bush. It's really
How did he get it? That just does not make me feel confident that Trump won't get elected a second time. Because they did it with Bush.
like it made me feel really good though.
John Kerry got robbed.
John Kerry.
He's the first one that ran against Bush Jr.
Oh,
The Tick is making a comeback on Amazon Prime, and it looks low budget.
I'm not really a huge Tick fan from the beginning.
It's a cult classic. It only had
So who's Colt?
it had like 9 episodes or some shit like that. It was in 2001. It was broadcast by some broadcasting company that doesn't exist anymore. And
Broadcast.
it was a comic book, a successful comic book.
I know it was.
Though.
I'm not a huge Tick fan.
It's on Amazon Prime.
If you bring back Beetlemorphs or something, I'll be interested.
Beetlemorphs, yo.
See, I would be a lot more interested. I'd be like a revamped Beetle. Shit, I'm not gonna lie
Wasn't
to
that
you.
during the time when like they did all the like animal stuff, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street
Beetlemorphs.
Sharks?
What about the ones
Beetlemorphs
that
was
the
dope, though.
Animorphs, the one that turns into animals?
Animorphs is a books though that they made into a show.
Oh, you're right.
I have
watched
all
the show.
those books. And shit.
I watched the show a lot.
That's like Goosebumps. They made Goosebumps into a show when it was a book too. Yeah.
Goosebumps was never done correctly as a show.
Hashtag bring Teen Titans back.
They are.
Like the original?
Which one?
Not Young Justice.
No, they're making a live action Teen Titans show.
No, I'm not talking about live action. I'm talking about I need a season 6.
What? Starfire dates Robin. They all live happily ever after.
Didn't that happen in the comics or some shit?
That happened at the end of the movie. One of their movies.
That doesn't tie up all the
Loose ends with Slade.
Yeah.
If
Tara comes back, like
she ever gets her memory back because
they did bring her back, didn't they?
she lost all her memory. Beast Boy seen her out of school. I used to know like this show, by the way.
The show was awesome. They need to bring it back. Fucking problem.
That's just too many. I'm not ready to reopen that wound.
Yeah, me neither.
Destiny 2.
Yo, Destiny 2, you can download if you
Wait for it.
what's the word?
Pre-order.
Pre-ordered. If you pre-order Destiny 2 digitally, you can download the beta tomorrow, actually, Thursday.
I'm off.
But it doesn't start until the 19th for Xbox. But you can pre-download it and have it ready to
What
go.
the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty excited for that though. Supposedly, there's been a leak that you can play 2 of the
Classes?
No, I think you can play all of them. I think you can play 2 subclasses
yeah.
on every character. So I'm gonna have all 3.
I'm gonna have to figure out what's gonna be my main again. It wasn't.
I'm definitely doing the Warlock. Have you seen that shit?
Yes,
the flying
like,
sword.
I think I'm gonna do Titan.
Rain Hellfire.
I'm just
The shield. The shield looks pretty dope too, and the Wandering Fist of Havoc is pretty sick too. The shit goes on. It's OP as fuck.
That's what I think.
They're gonna have to like the first. It's gonna be the first month after release, and they're gonna nerf everything.
And you're gonna get mad. You're gonna have to adjust. You're gonna have to
nerf the nerfs, man. Get that shit.
You Smurf, I nerf.
Play the meta or don't cry about it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
How I come at me, bro?
Oh, it's boring. There's no but you ruin the game when you nerf every fucking gun, and then it just makes another gun OP, and then they have to nerf that gun, and then eventually we're just running around with
the Clever Dragon.
The Clever Dragon was so.
And the
bad.
Matador 64. That's all you.
Yeah, I'm glad they nerfed that though, because that was ridiculous. The Clever Dragon though, that was unnecessary.
Icebreaker.
You know what the problem was with Destiny 1 2 is they couldn't nerf individual weapons. If there was one weapon in a gun class that was OP, they had to nerf the whole class. So guns that weren't great suffered more, so they got even more bad. That's not really proper English, but you know.
More bad, worse.
Worse, sir.
Worse, sir, than the other guns, sir.
All right.
So this is episode 2, test 2, take 2, whatever you want to call it. Let us know in the comments below what you want to hear us talk about next. How my YouTube channel's already there. You already are on it. But I'll put my Twitter thing in the Twitter name and his Twitter name in the comments.
You can find me at I honestly think my Twitter handle is Flocko Flame.
It's Hillbilly Boy Kiss 1.
It's really not.
It's Hodor, Racist Boy 2.
Hodor.
Hodor 2.
Alright, that's it.